Well, next, a new full-length documentary shot on Teesside has been causing, well, something of a political rumpus.
Yes. ToryBoy the Movie was made by a young filmmaker who stood as the Conservative candidate against the veteran Middlesbrough MP Sir Stuart Bell in last year's general election. Our political correspondent Jerry Foley has been to see it.
He's been the Middlesbrough MP for the best part of 30 years. At Westminster, he's respected as a senior backbencher, knighted for his services.
The only word that survived the Peninsular War, it was vamos, when the Portuguese and the Spanish ran away.
While he has won 7 general elections in a row, his local support has dipped significantly. From a huge 25,000 majority with a 71% share of the vote in 1997, down to a majority of just over 8,600 and 45% share last time. And it's the May 2010 election, which is the focus of a hard-hitting new documentary made by a London-based filmmaker, John Walsh.
Hi, Sir Stuart. It's John Walsh here, your Conservative candidate for Middlesbrough. I'm outside your house, so if you'd like to come out and say hello.
At the Teesside premiere, it didn't seem there were going to be too many Bell fans in the house.
This isn't an anti-Labour thing, this is an anti-Bell. We honestly think he's not caring enough for the area.
Sir Stuart Bell, I'm sorry I don't recognise that name. He doesn't recognise me.
The documentary charts Walsh's attempts to track down Sir Stuart, who he claims has been a largely absentee MP for the past few years. Amongst the audience was the Liberal Democrat candidate, who actually came second in 2010.
As far as yourself is concerned, John, you had an hour and 20 minutes. I didn't hear you utter a single policy. Yet to know or hear from you about your passion for politics.
Some had concerns about the general tone of the production.
The little 2-second clips of people just saying, oh, well, I don't vote, or you know, I just vote Labour, and you know, it didn't really bring out any of the dialogue, any of the issues, which you say happened, but they weren't portrayed, really. It was all about him. He's parachuted in from outside of the town and expects people to go, oh yeah, I'm going to vote Tory.
John Walsh dealt with the criticisms and also praise while defending his work.
You know, there were record-breaking votes he had, so I thought, you know, this is someone really popular. It was only when I got here I reluctantly found the story out to be something else. So I didn't set out to destroy the Labour candidate. It was simply the case that when I found out what he wasn't doing and I took on the mantle of surgeries and took on the mantle of problems he wasn't seeing to, it became clearer and clearer, and I got dragged down by his poor record.
We did, of course, ask Sir Stuart for his reaction, but he was unavailable. So the last word goes to ToryBoy.
I guess I was more of a Tory than I actually thought, so which I'm surprised to admit myself.
A local cinema is hoping to arrange more showings soon. Jerry Foley, Middlesbrough.